Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And off we go from Seattle.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here we go, set.
Already here, they'll audible to something else.
Drill green. Hut, hut.
Love going to throw right away.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. You look at this Niner defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? Do you just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback up running?
On 4th down, Love.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year. 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. throw here by Allen complete.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They're going to run with Charles. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Edo blue. Green jack. Ready?
Glove. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You look at this Niner defense.
And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On 3rd down, Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. His throw caught right around the 6.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Allen. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 3 yards out. And the 49ers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Ready.
Here's Love. He gets it complete to Harris. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to air one out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Love now to pass on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Love now. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40.
Intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From midfield, here's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Allen off the play fake. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And again, it's Allen. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
But no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off 52. Middle. Stop.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Flush to his right. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
At the 39-yard line.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba.
Red, cycle. Red, yellow. Red.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Escapes the defender.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Now 2nd and 9. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Room past the 35.
And all the way up to the 46. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Five wide.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Half 85.
Now Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Yeah, that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Allen going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Set.
First down, going to the air with Love. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
49-yard gain. That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready?
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Switch. Yellow.
Walker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
5, 97, Blaster, 6. Hut, hut.
Now Love. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Yellow, go. Drill, 52. Blue striker. Hut, hut.
To throw now. Here's Love. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP?
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian Watson, 41 yards. And the 49ers look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hey, red. Black shot. Drill green. Set, go.
A 2nd down throw for Love. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A 1st down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
Here we go.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Edo blue. Set, cut.
On 1st and 10, Love. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Come on, set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Green Jack.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Going back to Love. This is the tight end Fan. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Love now.
At the 19.
Being chased out left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Love. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Myers connects on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Now, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles.